last example before you guys should just launch into your workbook and get some of this practice going. And then moving throughout this week, we're going to start analyzing real world examples, understanding where in the world are these equations coming from, and what does a solution like this actually mean in the real world. That's what you're going to get through by Thursday of this week. So I went ahead and graphed these two equations in Desmos and found that the intersection was x is -3 and y was -4. So as we're solving over here, we need to make sure that these are the answers that we're getting. So we're going to find one equation with an isolated variable. Both equations today still have an isolated variable option. So I'm going to circle this y, I'm going to box what it's equal to, and I'm going to circle the other y. We always circle the same letter, but we box whatever one of the isolated ones is equal. And now we'll circle it and substitute it. So since we know y is equal to everything I put in the box, down here I'm going to delete this y and replace it with what I know y is equal to. And once again, we have an equation to solve with the variable on both sides. I think it's really important to always get your variable to the same side. So I see -2x here. The opposite there will be adding 2x. -4x plus 2x is -2x. We haven't touched that -16. -2 plus 2x is 0, which is the whole point. We wanted to move it over to the other side. And then we'll bring down that -10. We haven't touched that either. Now we're left with a little two-step equation where we need to get rid of the close number and the far away number. Save that close number until your very last step. The opposite of subtracting 16 will be adding 16. So then -10 plus 16 is 6. I notice there is nothing in between -2 and x, which means multiplication is hiding. The opposite of multiplication is division, which will show in a fraction. 6 divided by -2 is -3. Whenever we're dividing, guys, if one number is negative, the answer is negative. If that was -6 divided by -2, that would have turned out to be a +3. But when we're dividing, guys, if only one number is negative, the answer is negative, which is exactly what our Desmos graph set needed to be. Now we'll take this and plug it into either equation, doesn't matter which one. I'll use this top one, -4. Instead of x, we're going to make that a parentheses, and then go plug in what we solved for. Then -16. And now we just need to solve this. -4 times -3 is +12. Just like with division, guys, if both numbers are negative with multiplying, the answer is positive. If only one of those numbers was negative, the answer would then be negative. But since both are negative, a negative times a negative is a +12. Then 12 minus 16 is -4. And that's exactly what we've already got in our graph. So make sure, guys, you're always graphing and getting that answer key first, so you know you can check your work if it's not lining up. Then your last step is, once again, taking a picture of this and uploading it into your workbook.